Yo, what is up, my puffer people? It is I, Kane, your puffer pal, back with another video. And today I'm bringing you guys the draft breakdown, our draft breakdown for APM. Yeah, APM's back, boys. Last time you saw, we did the fun league, low tier, whatever. But now we are in the what's it called? We are in regular season seniors league. Yeah. First of all, I want to give a shout to Mr. Samuel Vera, who placed my draft number 1 in his post-draft power rankings. I doubt he's watching this, but if he is, yeah, shout out to him. He's cool. I don't know. Anyway, also shout out to is anyone else in my division uploading? I don't think anyone else in my division's uploading. If you want to watch juniors, subscribe to Thrill Shocker, the 96 Hug, or Sir George. Sir whatever. How do you pronounce his name? I don't know. Anyway, they're uploading for juniors. Anyway, let's just jump into it. So usually I have a plan for the draft. I did not at all. I saw Jirachi in there. I like using Jirachi. It's a really solid mon. So I picked Jirachi. Jirachi's cool because Serene Grace is honestly kind of a broken ability. And he just gets like a lot of good moves, and like having base 100 makes it so that it's such a great versatile Pokemon. I could run it bulky, or I could run it physically offensive. I could run it especially offensive, and then I could run it as support. Like it has options. Gets access to Wish, U-Turn, Trick Room. I could run a few cool stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? But I also picked it because of Serene Grace, and it'll go with let's just say it's gonna go with the synergy of my Fairy Steel Core. That's all I had planned, which I didn't even have planned. But I knew what I wanted, which was Hydreigon. Hydreigon is a really powerful Pokemon. I've drafted it before. It's just so good. It has actually fairly good bulk with 92 HP and then 90 in both defenses, paired with a base 125 special attack stat, which is really powerful. Like this mon, especially you can slap a choice specs on this thing, and nothing wants to switch into a Draco Meteor. You know what I'm saying? I actually also love to run Assault Vest on this thing, because it actually has some nice resistances, resisting like Ghost, Electric, Water, Fire, and Grass, and other being immune to ground. So it's really good type wise, and it got access to a new toy in this gen, being Dragon Dance, and it does have a decently diverse physical move pool with Aqua Tail, Crunch, Earthquake, Fire Fang, Head Smash, Outrage. So it gets some nice, like a nice diverse physical move pool, which could be fun to catch someone off guard running a physical Hydreigon, because it does have a decent attack stat. Now, my next Pokemon, I want to complete the Fairy Dragon Steel Core, and of course, this mon goes really well with Jirachi. It is Togekiss. So Togekiss gives me a second mon with Serene Grace. Also, I'm definitely going to run Hustle, Choice Band to Togekiss at least once. No, I'm not. Dude, even with Hustle, Choice Band, wait a second. Bro, wait, I have to open the calcs. One sec. Damage calculator. Togekiss. I don't care, just 252. Hustle. Adamant. 252 hustle item. item choice band. So this max attack adamant with hustle and a choice band. What does it get physical move pool wise? Does it get like access to play rough? It does get access to play rough. So let's say how much an Adam. Okay, let's see how much a play rough is doing. Remember, we're adamant choice band with hustle. Take your guess. 93. That's pathetic. I mean, that's not that bad, I guess, but like, come on. Dewey Oko with like, does she? What do you get? Anything? It did get access to life too, which is interesting. Did it lose access to roost? I can't remember this. Looks like it didn't, which is good. Actually, no, I think it might have. I don't know. Anyway, Defogger gives me a cleric, and of course, it does give me access to another Serene Grace Mon, which is pretty nice. And it gives me access to a good special attacker and a decently specially defensive Pokemon. So next, I wanted to grab a nice bulky Mon that can do some nice stuff, which was Gastrodon. Gastrodon, I've used it before. It's pretty nice. It's nothing too special, but it's a good like not super expensive water type because this was a points draft. It's really slow, but like it gives you a nice 111 HP stat, meaning it could be run physically bulky or specially bulky. I mean, it's not a great physical wall, but like definitely specially. It can take a hit or it can take some hits pretty well, you know. And really, it's just good to, you know, take hits, recover up. It gets access to clear smog, you know, memento. It gets access to some stuff. So it's not set up fodder completely unless you're steel type, but steel types aren't going to set up in its safe. Next, I wanted to grab a grass type, so I decided to grab Venusaur. This regular Venusaur is actually, I feel like, really underrated in draft. Base 100 Spit F ain't nothing to laugh at. But base 100 Special Attack is actually really, like, I'd say solid. Because you could run a nice, like, Life Orb or Specs and make it better. But, and now it does get access to a even more diverse moveset because it did get access to Earth Power this gen, which allows it to break, like, what's it called, Steel types, which is nice. So yeah, I just figured it gave me a Grass type, gave me a Poison type, a decently bulky Pokemon, and, another special attacker. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I have some nice special attackers. And but I don't really have a great physical. I have some nice specially defensive mons. I want another I want a such a squishy. Ooh, look at this. Anyway, that thing's awesome. Anyway, I want a more physically offensive Pokemon and a physically defensive Pokemon. So I decided to grab Type Null because it was actually really cheap. Like really cheap. It was 40 points, which I thought was pretty good. This mon, again, is a very versatile mon, and it's genuine. Like, it's honestly really, it's really good with Eviolite, because it's super, super bulky. You can't be struck by, critical hits. And you could just run, like, Swords Dance and just sweep pretty easily. I know the, mono normal attacking is a set, so if they don't have a ghost type, like now that team doesn't have a ghost type. Like, there are a few teams that's looking like who don't even have ghost types. So this could definitely be a possible fun set to pack, or a fun mon to bring. And it's just going to be a really good physical mon to, like, physically defensive mon to kind of soak up a few hits. Maybe spread some thunder waves for these two mons. Our next pick, again, I'm trying at this point to build up. Get some nice physically offensive mons, because these mons are really good especially offensive, I feel like. So I picked Lycanroc Dusk. Lycanroc Dusk is a mon we've drafted so many times, I feel like, at this point. You guys know the deal with Lycanroc Dusk. It is such a good mon. It's great late game to come in and just pick up kills. It's great early game to set up hazards. It's a great revenge killer with Accelerock. It's good at preventing setup with Accelerock. It's just really good. And with Tough Claws and a nice clean base 117 attack, it does hit hard. And it gives us access to our high speed tier so far in base 110 speed, which I definitely appreciate. Which is what, 350, I believe, because, yeah, that's Latios and Latios. So yeah, this mon's just really, really cool. Also, it has one of my favorite shinies. Bruh. Whatever. Next, I went for another physically threatening mon in Heracross. So Heracross does a few things for me. First of all, and the main thing is it gives us a fantastic, when I say like a fantastic physically offensive mon. This mon could be a setup sweeper with Swords Dance. You could run it Choice Scarf with Moxie. You could run it Guts. You could run it Bandit. It has so many sets that like it's hard to prep for, and it's just really, really powerful. Like it hits like a truck. It also gave me a bug and a fighting type, which is nice because they're two types I don't have. It allows me to super effect really annoying bulky normal types, as you know that those are annoying. Like I have type null. And bug types are really good type, I feel like, for those pesky dark and psychic types. And it's just like I don't know. I'm not saying that much. I don't know. Has a nice move set. I don't know what to talk about. I think it has a good synergy with my team. God. Okay. So a little background. The only mons that are able to evolve and not evolve, Dynamax in this league are 20 point, like bottom of the barrel Pokemon. So I wanted a mon that could Dynamax, and I figured I would just go for Emolga. Emolga does a few good things for me. First of all, 103, a nice speed tier in between 100 and 110. Second of all, it does give me not a great special attacking mon with only 75 base special attack, but it does have Charge Beam, which is actually a pretty fun set, and it gives me Nuzzle access to one of the best electric type moves because of the 100% chance to paralyze 100% accuracy, and it's 20 base damage. It gives me Roost, it gives me a U-turner, and just a fast electric type to fire off those Thunder Waves, which is really helpful for Jirachi and Togekiss, because it doesn't force me to run them Scarf. It allows me to run maybe a Bandage set on Jirachi, maybe a Specs Togekiss, maybe a bulkier Togekiss, you know? So being able to have a fast mon that could spread Thunder Waves very easily is really nice. And the fact that it can Dynamax is cool too, because if I could click a Charge Beam maybe twice, get 2 boosts, we could sweep, you never know. Next, I need a nice type and a ghost type, and this gives me access to actually a lot of good stuff. So it gives me the ice type and ghost type that I need. It gives me another base 110 speed mon, which is something I always look for, to have at least 2 mons base 110 or higher. And of course, it gives me access to a great move pool. Or Veil's never going to come in handy, but you never know. But it gives me access to a fast Destiny Bonmon, which I feel like is so underrated in League. Like, having access to a fast Destiny Bonmon is so good, because it allows you to do your job and then possibly take another life. Then you got, obviously, nice stab ice beam, but it gives us access to spikes. Of course, spikes is the big thing, and a will whisper, but having spikes is so good for moms like Jirachi and Togekiss who need that, whose big job is like whittling down mons. So the spikes help them to whittle down the mons for like late game mons like Hydreigon, like in Ragdusk and Heracross, who could just come in and like click Scarf Close Combat or Scarf, or even just Accelerock, you know what I'm saying? So having access to spikes is definitely really, 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 really good for our team, just because of that simple fact. It does give us another fast Thunder Wave mon, which is also really cool. Then our final mon, we had 80 points, but I wanted a fire type, and I wanted a rapid spinner. And I saw a mon that gave me access to both and more, and was only 40 points, which is honestly really good for this mon, I feel like. Like looking at his stats, base 110 HP and 120 defense is actually really solid for a 40-point mon. Like, it could eat some hits up very well. Of course, with base 30 speed ain't great, but I mean, you never know. I could run Trick Room. I have like a Gastrodon. I have Togekiss is only base 80 speed. You got a Venusaur, you know. I'm not gonna, but you never know. Type Null, 69 speed or whatever. Yeah, but this mon gives me access to a few stuff. It gives me access to a pretty cool, like, little physical mon I could run. Steam Engine's actually a pretty interesting ability because this Pokemon speed is rated by 6 stages by Fire Water move. It's 4 times weak to water. But if I run a bulkier set, he could he lived the water hit, and I ran weakness policy. I'm now +2 attack, +6 speed, and I could potentially sweep. It's an interesting thing. Or I could just switch in to a fire type attack, eat it up, and then be +6 speed, which would be pretty cool. It does give me access to a rapid spinner, as I said. I really, really wanted a rapid spinner because I had a bunch of defires. But rapid spin is just super useful. Gave me access to another spiker and a stealth rocker, which, as I said, that's just incredible. Having a mon that can run both spikes and stealth rock on a team that really likes to have the chip damage is just so good for our team. Like, this mon is going to be so useful, like, because of those 2 attacks. Like, being able to set up hazards for us, I feel like will be so busted. And you never know, maybe I'll run what's it called? Explosion one week. So that's our team. I think our team actually is pretty good. I like it. I mean, there's a few things I might have changed. Like, I feel like I have Heracross. I don't have. I don't know. My offense, I like. I feel like I don't know. I feel like my team's a little passive, but it's not bad. I'm happy with it. You know, I have Hydreigon, Togekiss, pretty good special attackers. I have Lycanroc, Dusk, and Heracross, pretty good physical attackers. I have Frostlass, Colossal, Venusaur, Gastrodon, some really nice support mons. I actually managed to draft every type, and I feel like what I did, I feel like I drafted every type, but I feel like it didn't necessarily, like, hurt me. You know, like, sometimes you try to draft every type, but then it ends up hurting you in the long run because you actually don't draft as good of a team. But I feel like this team still ended up pretty, like, very good with having every type. Yeah, so, like, it's not perfect, I'll admit. Like, there were some stuff I do regret. Well, not necessarily regret, but, like, I don't know. I just feel like I didn't get a perfect team. Well, no. I'm not going to even say. Because you can't. You like, let's be honest here. There's no perfect team. It's impossible to draft a perfect team. But, like, I don't know. I like the team. I don't know. There's something with the team. But I think it is going to be a fun team to use. I do think we definitely drafted a very, very solid team. And I'm very excited to use it. I just don't know. Like, it's not a team I am comfortable with right now. But I think once I get a chance to use it, I think I'm going to enjoy using it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this season. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in so many leagues in, like, the past year-ish. And, God, I have still not won a league. So we're really, really, really gonna be hoping. Yeah, we're gonna be hoping to. I'm really hoping to bring you guys a win. Like, I really want to win for once because I'm just so like, not to sound bitter. I am so sick of losing every season I'm in, especially because I feel like a lot of times it's not even my fault. I feel like I lose a lot of times because of hacks. Not to be salty, but like it's just not. Like it gets to you after a while, you know. Like when you lose to like when you lose every time to not hacks every time, but when you lose a lot to hacks and like just getting unlucky, it gets to you. But I'm hoping, like, I've been having really fun with this gen. I'm really hoping that I could continue with this league. I'm really hoping. You guys are great. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, my puffer people, stay puff.